us.
Yeah.
Women are getting married like, oh, that's the goal. We're done once we get married.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of your life.
Most people
How
are
many
thinking.
girls use "I've been married" as a flex? Like they're not married no more. They're like, "Girl, I had a husband." Keyword had. That's not a
right.
flex.
Ain't no flex.
Shut your dumb ass.
Like
down.
that's.
Yeah. Neat Nicole likes to boast. Bent Jordan likes to roast. Sir Charles keeps it crisp. She cues the butter to the toast. Now it's time to keep it real. Competition not close. One stop for debating reality shows and this kids be the most. I'll be damn. I'll be damn. I'll be damn. Podcast going ham. I'll be damn.
Yo, and welcome back to another episode of I'll Be Damn. I'm your boy, Ann Jordan.
Nick Nicole.
Sir Charles.
Jazz.
And we also are sponsored by Sweet Beat, the beat, the rhythm of life. Also by Rev Supplements, when hip-hops meet substance and working out. We're going to go and jump into the episodes today. We're going to do Watch and React again. It's a couple ones that I already know the women are not going to like, so we're going to jump in that one first whenever she give me this damn phone and we can actually go to it. Let's see here. By the way, make sure you subscribe. The subscribe button at the bottom. Like and comment if you like what we're talking about. If you don't like what we're talking about, we still want your comments. We want to know, get some good feedback. Let's jump right into it.
Promiscuous man is much different than a promiscuous woman.
Still a hoe.
No, a man is a hoe maker, not a hoe.
No.
In this world in general, right, if we're not even speaking about sex, anything that is easy is not respected. If you play a game on easy mode, you don't unlock no new characters, you don't reach no new levels, you don't get any rewards. You play the game on hard mode, you get all the rewards. Since everyone knows it's harder for a guy to get sex, that's why we call them pimps, we call them players, because men and women know that it's hard to get box. And now it's as simple as give and get. So when you get money, oh, I made a come up. If you get an award, you get praise. Everyone is clapping for you. Now let's reverse it. The giver, the person that gives the award, no one even knows that person. And we're not clapping for the person that gave the award. The person that gave money, it's like, okay, you did a good deed. Good for you. Women give sex. Men get sex. Make sense? Women hold the key to sex. Men hold the key to relationships. That's why when a nigga gets sex, we like, oh, you hit that? My nigga. When a nigga gives the ring, because he holds the key to marriage and commitment, when he gives the ring, your girls is like, oh my goodness, oh my God, girl, you got the ring, we praising you. So promiscuity versus the genders is just viewed. A woman that is promiscuous is a hoe. A man that's promiscuous, like, you did something right, you got it. Promiscuous man is
So, I'm going to let the women go into that first. We'll start over here. What do you think about those comments? Do you agree with it, disagree with it? How you feel?
I think it's definitely a interesting angle.
Voice
It sounds like a pill that's hard to swallow.
Right.
Nick normally doesn't have that. Like, normally she's like, it depends. Like, she's more vibrant, but now it's like.
This one, she was like, this nigga made sense.
I mean, when you're going off of that lineage, yeah. But a man who is a hoe is a hoe.
Yeah, but do you understand why it's more rewarded than it is?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What about you, Mr. Chasman?
I will say, like, there is no debunking that. I feel like it is what it is when it comes to, like, men can be promiscuous. That's just what it is.
Right.
But on the contrary to the analogy that he gave about the award,
Okay.
if I'm Harvard and I give you a degree, I'm still Harvard, and someone's going to categorize you as a person who has a degree from Harvard. So it depends on the caliber of woman. So, for example, like, let's just give Lori Harvey, for example.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
Let's give Lori Harvey for an example. She's one of those women that I feel like can upgrade a nigga status by saying he got Lori Harvey. So she could be the Harvard when he's saying, like, the reward giver.
I think that's a bad one, Lori Harvey.
No, I feel like
She an industry hoe.
No, I don't think that she's an industry hoe.
Yes, she definitely an industry hoe.
What do you think makes her an industry hoe?
She fucked niggas in the industry to get up. She come up off of them
get
niggas.
up.
Her dad raised her to get everything that she wants. Steve Harvey even said it himself.
I wouldn't say it was Steve Harvey. I could say
but that came from Steve Harvey's
That came
mouth.
from. See, he said I raised my. If you gonna date my daughters, you gotta come with it. You gotta be able to shower them because I spoiled them. So, Lori Harvey.
That's not creating an industry hoe. And we also
It is jumping from one nigga to the
Where
next.
I
That
would
got bread.
classify someone a hoe is where we know about their sexual.
No, I wouldn't say that's creating a hoe. It's
She's,
creating more of a gold digger.
she's in relationships with these people. It's not like they hear, like, oh, I just fucked this person. Like, these are actual relationships.
Yeah,
she was engaged to a man who had success. And this is her plethora. This is her market
what
range.
she do.
So I don't necessarily
That's
feel
her
like
come up. That's her
we
name.
can't categorize her as a hoe because we just, I feel like a hoe.
Okay,
Like,
how do you know Lori Harvey?
I don't know Lori Harvey.
No, how do you know about her?
Through social media.
Because of what she's doing. with
Because
niggas.
of how.
Because
She
of
has
what?
no talent. She
But
do
it's
nothing. She
all-
does
no,
nothing.
no.
She does nothing.
She is known for
Fucking niggas.
her
No.
body, how gorgeous she
Her
is.
body.
Yes. Aesthetic.
Yes, absolutely.
Aesthetic. Yes, absolutely.
As a woman,
You're correct.
Men see it differently, but as a woman, I look up to her for her body,
Yes.
her fashion sense.
Yes,
That's not-
absolutely.
Hold
And
on.
nothing-
Hold on. So Lori Harvey got like the baddest body these days?
In the world?
She has a gorgeous
Yeah.
body.
Oh
She
my
does. She does. She does. It's not all fake and plumped up. She has a nice aesthetic. She looks nice. She has tone. She has definition. She's a pretty girl. She dresses well. She articulates herself well. You
The
can laugh.
question was, how
So
did
do you-
Lori Harvey become famous? What was it that was like, oh, I want to follow her?
We're giving it to you from a woman's standpoint, and you're
That's
not
not how
receiving.
she came famous.
How did she become famous?
Fucking nigga. She Ray J.
How do you know
like,
How do you know that she was fucking these niggas? You got a videotape?
The
Or
first
what?
time I heard of Lori
my
Harvey
fuck.
was when she was dating Michael B. Jordan, and then when they said,
Okay.
"Oh, that's
That was before that.
Lori
Oh,
Harvey.
well, no, I'm just saying.
She was
I'm using
engaged to a baseball player for a while.
Okay.
She was
Prime
engaged-
example
Okay,
again.
okay, you're not helping the case.
Okay,
I
so if that's
absolutely
her
am.
dating pool. Why does she?
Trey
feel
Songz.
But what classifies her as a hoe? When
What?
I think of a hoe,
I put like this:
we're
if you
talking
date
about
Trey
like
Songz, you
a
definitely
Kim,
getting pissed
a Kim
off.
Kardashian could be more perceived as okay. That's him. That's still the man doing something obscene, and not the woman. Nothing.
She receiving the piss? What you mean?
See, this is an illusion in your mind. There's no guarantee
Man,
that this is
come
actually
on, man.
happening. She has an image that hasn't been tarnished by her own mouth. We haven't seen no sex tapes of her. She carries herself as a lady. I've never seen her just doing
Oh
anything.
my god.
She does.
You might know
She
more
does.
about
No,
it
you
than
gotta
we do.
understand.
Yeah, like what do you know?
Females
my
protect their own, bro.
I'm just
We
honestly
see
not gonna
it.
invest in
We
it.
know what
I'm
it
not
is,
either.
but we're-
You know what?
But what I'm
This is what
saying
we gonna
is,
do.
what I'm saying is to his point, how he said,
For the cameras, we're going to have
okay,
a Lori Harvey show. I got receipts.
not that-
No. Just
we're not that
We proving this one wrong for sure.
we're not that interested.
She not even close to what you're talking about. And, and that's you can just.
What am I
scroll and
talking
see
about?
that.
What did I just say?
So what about Brittany Renner?
Acts like a lady.
I'm sorry.
What about Brittany Renner?
Who's that?
She's
That's
really
like another Lori Harvey.
No, it isn't.
No, she's
No.
definitely a hoe. She gives hoe vibes. She's always
She
talking
admits
about
it.
fucking
What's the
and getting
difference?
cream
What's
pies.
the okay? No, she's just more
No.
outspoken.
Lori
about her.
Harvey just a classy hoe. That's
Exactly.
Why? What makes her a hoe?
That's
What
it.
has she
I'm
done?
going to show you. We're gonna go. I ain't gonna get you
Show
that
me,
dedicate a whole
but
show
also
to her?
verbalize it. What
Look-
makes her a hoe? Give me a point right now.
What she does out of her own mouth to get sex. I'm going to let you see her own interview.
That's still
And
not
gonna-
verbalizing it.
I'm
but
going to
okay.
let you see it. We're gonna let you see it for yourself.
Okay, y'all just
So-
have a little vendetta. I feel like men just don't fuck with the fact that Lori Harvey, but I feel like anything
because
that
she
she's
jumped
done,
from nigga like Jump Lopez and shit.
that is
Jennifer
her
Lopez.
market. That is her pool. That
Her-
is her dating range.
Her market is
So
the
why
fuck
should
niggas
she
do
not?
status. That's her
How do you know
dating
she's
range.
fucking these niggas for status?
Well,
She's in a relationship. It's not
Does
like
she
she
need
just
status?
she's in relationship. What
All
status
of
does she
So
them
has
have?
she been with a nigga that is not of status?
All of them being related.
Okay,
No.
think about it. Think.
Exactly.
Let's
All
dumb
of
If she
them.
goes to
Let's dumb it
college,
down.
if she goes to
Let's
school,
dumb it down
if she
for
go, yeah, like
That break this down. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Say
Yeah.
Lori Harvey had a dating app that she was on.
Uh-huh.
Do you think she's gonna swipe and just do regular dudes, or
What's
is
a regular dude?
or does she feel like she wants the celebrity?
Let me take it one
Of
step
course
further.
she's going to go
Say
for
Lori goes-
celebrities.
So why is she penalized?
Let me
for
take it
picking
one
the
step
certain dudes
further.
that are on her.
Because
Shanique.
why she's doing it. And I'm
Shanique.
like I said, I'm going to show you the interview.
If she goes to a high school in an area where she's raised,
Mm-hmm.
right, a private school, everyone there's parents has money, correct? Okay, so this is the market in which she's gonna date a guy who comes from that family. Why
Uh-huh.
wouldn't she? Like he said, he set her up to be able to date men that are within.
If you got your
on the
own, why you
same
need a man
caliber.
to have that?
she doesn't say that she needs those men for
So
that.
why
You
she's
guys
going
assume that that's what she's doing.
Not assumptions. That's what she's doing.
How do you know that?
Like I said,
I mean, it's a track record.
She's her own model. She gets endorsements. If these influencers can do it, what do you think that Lori Harvey is making to walk down a red carpet in a Versace gown or a so-and-so gown? Who told you that she needed these niggas' money? Her dad is Steve Harvey. You don't think that he feels like, I mean, what makes you think that she needs these niggas' money?
I'm not
Trey
saying-
Songz?
I'm
like,
not saying that she
when the last time
definitely
Trey
needs that
Songz came
money.
out with something
Which is the
substantial?
whole point. I don't
her-
need your money, but I do need the fame because there's a whole bunch
No,
of rich
she
bitches out
doesn't
here
need.
that ain't
she's
famous.
not asking for fame. You don't see her out here on the TV
You
show.
ain't
You don't see her
nobody's
out here doing
asking
reality
for
shows.
fame.
You can go off.
You just said that
your
she's asking
actions
for it.
speak
You
louder
literally
than
just
your
said that
words.
she's
Okay.
asking for it. The only reason why I even brought Lori Harvey up is because he said that no one pays attention to the reward giver. If the reward giver is a woman that other men feel like they cannot touch, that is a time when men feel like, damn, you got with her.
So you using
That with
Lori
her?
Harvey though?
I'm just using her
but
as one
that's what I'm saying.
example.
That's a poor example because she's dating niggas who already got stature. They don't need the reward from
Okay,
her.
the reward.
She's not Harvard. That's what,
Okay,
you
who's
date,
Harvard?
Okay.
you date niggas who
Who's Harvard?
baseball players got
Who's
20
Harvard?
times more
Who's
money than
Harvard?
her.
Okay, who's Harvard?
As far as women,
Yeah.
none of them to me.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
nowadays?
so I would
Back
never
then.
be able to. Okay.
I know.
How
I'm just-
no
see how it
one
goes?
doing
It's
that.
No,
no.
you asking me. I don't look at women as the prize like that. Like y'all do.
I don't need.
Like that's
And what
just,
man is the prize? Just give an example of a man that's the
like
prize.
no. I'm just saying like me. Shit. What you mean?
Besides
you asked the wrong
Besides
question.
you.
Yo, shit, man.
Besides you, Corey.
Like no,
But
when I'm-
besides mine, okay, who else?
when I'm saying men we don't come across as like we the prize. That's what women do. But at the end of the day, we control everything. So y'all trying to get the prize is that. Without us, that don't happen.
Okay.
But so that's where the
Exactly.
prize comes. So
Okay.
therefore, your goal is to be married.
That is a super
So
Bowl
with-
for y'all.
so
For
with-
some women, but okay.
Most women.
So you telling
Okay,
me
for
married,
most
so
women, okay.
that's where you got that? It's not the Super Bowl for you.
That's
your Super
No,
Bowl.
the marriage is the Super Bowl for me.
That's
But
you know
okay.
what, and that's great
Okay,
because
the
most
relationship
women,
is the Super Bowl
most
for me.
Good
women,
answer.
The
that's
ring is a
great
symbolic
answer.
thing of
That's a great
the
answer.
situation.
Wish a lot of
Okay.
women had
Wish
that way
more
of
women
thinking.
had that thinking. Yes,
Wish a lot of women had
Okay.
that thinking.
because
But
usually that's
I
not
agree.
it.
Back to this. I agree with his point, but I do feel like there are times where women can be the Harvard, and men can feel like, damn, nigga, you got her, you on your shit. It happens all the time. That's why men feel like a woman's beauty is her currency. For us, it's money. It's like, okay, provision. So if a man got a beautiful woman on his arm, that is what the other niggas gonna look at and be like, oh, he must got some money.
I'm gonna just hit you to some
Or he
game
got
real
some
quick,
shit, like-
and guys, I hate to even do this, but I'm gonna just keep it real with you.
Okay.
Men even know this. Your wife is not the baddest bitch you fucked.
Okay.
So we don't care about that looks because when we're looking to wife you, it is not your beauty, honey, at all.
I know, but he's just talking about in
At
terms
all.
of being a hoe and
But I'm
sexual.
just going off
but
of what
if a
you
nigga
just said.
fuck, we're just simply talking about being promiscuous and having sex. We're not talking about, he wasn't necessarily going in about like your wife or anything. He's just
Right.
talking about being promiscuous.
But when you flip it to the
But
Harvard
if you
situation,
tell one of your niggas,
and you
if
use Lori
Corey
Harvey,
told
that
you
ain't
right now he
Harvard.
fucked Lori Harvey, you're gonna be like, damn.
No, I will not.
He would not. I know
Trust
he
me,
wouldn't.
trust me, I would not.
Well,
It
you
was-
said no woman is the prize. I mean, so I mean,
My wife, that's the prize.
Of course.
The punchline.
Of course, we know this, but I'm just saying.
But the thing is, because nothing that you have for status will be the prize. And people who do know me, I've had women of that status. I don't give a shit.
But status is
That
like,
does nothing. That does nothing.
we're not talking about status.
You can be at the right place at the right time.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what Lori Harvey would be, status, because we don't know her without the status.
Let's just say I was at a
She don't have any
party.
talent. She's not an actor. She does. It's nothing. She has no talent to where you're gonna know her
At all.
outside of what she's
We're
been
giving
doing.
it to you from a woman's perspective,
know
and we just
her
told you
from
what we
niggas that
see
she
as
likes.
other women. And I feel like she upholds a pristine value of herself.
But
she's not out
but-
here
but men
yelling,
hold that
fighting
value,
on
not
reality.
her.
She's not a Krishan Rock.
But no, but what I'm
She's
saying,
not giving you,
saying
like-
that's the Harvard. We telling you, men hold that value, not the woman.
Okay.
So
That's
that
fine.
would not be a Harvard for her.
Man,
She's Harvey,
The
but she's
valuable
not
man
Harvard.
introduces the woman. Hey, this is Michael B. Jordan. Oh, Michael B. Jordan, who do you have with you? Oh, this is Lori Harvey. This is my lady.
And it
Lori
definitely
Harvey.
upgraded his status when he got with Lori.
Stop it.
It absolutely did.
Stop. Next
Absolutely
topic.
did.
Oh, that's not a hell no. That is
No,
not.
that's not a hell.
That's
no.
not a hell no.
It absolutely did.
That's
it
not a hell.
absolutely did.
You
We talking
tell
about the
me.
nigga
It
from The
absolutely
Wire,
did. We can do a poll right now on
Friday Night
Instagram,
Lights,
and I can guarantee
Hardball.
you. So
This nigga just
So-
was in Black Panther. And
So
twice. Creed, all three
Creed.
Creeds.
That was that. So
They have nothing to do with Lori.
you're talking
What
about.
button is the hell no?
You're talking about from a perspective of career, okay? But when we talk about quintessential trophy wife, Lori Harvey would be a great equal for him to like.
Man, up this man's status as who he is. Hell fucking no.
We're gonna make her drink.
That shit.
I'm not drinking shit.
I'm in eye of hell no on that.
No, let's see.
It has to be.
Shanique, are you?
No.
Oh, y'all got a hell no button for that. Can I get a hell no? Oh.
I don't think that she upgraded him either.
Okay.
No. No.
I have no say.
No.
Why you don't have a say?
I don't know.
Normally, you ready? You be ready?
I don't know.
I think that they were a beautiful, equally yoked couple, and I feel like together.
Whoa, evenly yoked couple.
Yes.
From what we had seen.
When it comes to having a trophy wife, not
Lord
from
have
status
mercy.
of career, because she doesn't like you said, she doesn't really have a career. She's a model, right? I don't know.
Instagram
We didn't know
model.
what she was. I didn't even know she was a model.
She model on Instagram.
Okay.
And then you're Steve Harvey's daughter.
Okay. What's
Like I said
wrong
before.
with those things?
No, like I
though?
said
Like,
before.
Nothing wrong with it, but
what's
you're
wrong with those
already.
things? What's wrong with her body? What's wrong with like you're saying it as if she's just like
Steve
a Black
Harvey-
China?
Hey, clearly we don't know enough about her to make a
I know what.
valid argument, right?
I know she can take this shot. I know that.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
take
Jack.
it.
That's what I do.
I'll
know.
take it.
Yeah, you'll be a G, Jack. Thank you, Jazz. You know what? If I have to take a hell no shot throughout this one, I'm gonna take two because the fact you did what Miss Shanique won't do. She just take the shot and take her L's. She sit up there and find a way to get out of that. By the way, guys, just let you guys know, if you say something outlandish, crazy that we just
Ladies,
think
tell
is
me what you think because
outrageous,
the men
you gotta take a
are
shot.
absolutely they're not gonna agree. But okay.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all.
fine with that.
And whoever come comment on it, I'm making your ass take
Y'all
a
taking a shot too.
Yes.
Just have one next to you.
Fucking crazy. All right, let's go to the next
I
video.
need some water.
Oh my God.
You
Okay.
need some milk. Get her some milk.
She needs something. Oh Lord. All right, let's jump to this next one. All right, here we go.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think.
It is. Go on.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going. You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
You got to endure. People are too.
You want to stick into the
People
relationship?
are just.
I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just.
For anyone
Situation.
that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay,
Do you think
endure.
I'll tell would
you
they
what,
give
I'll
up
tell
divorce?
you what.
Endure.
It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people get married, they have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely. Jesus himself said in cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that
permissible.
divorce is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Or
children.
cheating, sorry. You think that
Cheating
cheating is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Sorry.
children, yes.
Absolutely
I think I'm not going to
no,
say this
divorce-
is worse.
divorce
I mean,
is worse for the children.
Someone that's
How
very,
you-
very young and goes into
Like,
Okay, so the funny thing is, they were given the example if the woman cheats,
right.
that's an automatic divorce. But if the man cheats, I wonder if they feel the same way.
Like
If the
clearly.
man physically abuses the woman, they don't feel the same way.
Yeah,
So
I
they'll be
think
like, oh.
as a man, I thought that was absolutely fucking crazy for a dude to be like, endure. Like, what? Like, it's okay to beat a woman,
And it only escalates, so.
but then it's not okay. Like, it's okay. Like, if you cheat on her, you gotta divorce her. But she's supposed to take you hitting her. I thought that was
Clearly,
crazy.
he's going way back into the biblical days because that's what they did.
But not only that, a man wasn't physically in the Bible just beating his wife.
No, not at all.
So I'm thinking like, what home? Who raised these motherfuckers? Like
Yeah.
I thought that
That was a little concerning.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yo, it's men out here that think like that. And it's usually, we have some of the audience that be all like, man, y'all be bashing the shit out of women and blah, blah, blah. Which we don't. We don't bash women. We don't bash women. We smash women. We don't bash women. But the thing is, I saw that on the man's perspective, like, that was out fucking.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
That to me was onto a whole nother level of
Yeah.
extremes.
Yeah,
Like,
you just.
yeah, that was just crazy. So we all on the same page right there. We think that shit's
I ain't got nothing to
crazy.
say.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out why his mind is like that. I'm like,
Why all of their minds?
That was
like,
four dudes. I'm like,
you've got to endure. Like, as
Endure
if,
getting
like,
beat?
yeah, they
But-
said they had an argument or
But
something.
they taking that from
you
like
whooping my
the wedding-
ass.
right? They taking that the wedding vows like for better, for poor, for richer, for worse, sickness and health, like to a T.
Like
That's the
But
one
it's-
thing I feel like should be a deal breaker for more women because it's only going to escalate and it could like
definitely.
and it messes up the kids and shit.
And the dude was all like, it messed up the kids more for divorce.
I don't care.
Like-
I believe in marriage, but I would never tell a woman
To
to
stay
stay in a
when it's
marriage and you
physical.
getting your ass whooped.
Yeah, no.
Endure it. Endure
No.
it. No.
That's crazy.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I thought
I'm
that-
not gonna
yeah,
do that.
I thought
you
that
can
was
marry the
wild.
nigga and just put him in jail. Do that. Once they married to him that bad, just throw him in. Just
100%.
you can be married to him in jail.
At that point, that dissolves all your
It's to the extreme.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, what? He chose
Oh, you have to read.
So why'd you breaking up with me? Why? Why? Okay, so you gonna break up with me because of my son?
I was trying to teach him right from wrong. Look how... Man, give me this gun, dog.
Nigga, no.
What you mean? What you say?
I said, nigga, no.
That's what.
So you gonna break up with me
Man, he
because
think this
of
shit
my
funny, man.
child?
Listen, I'm
He's
trying
just
to
a
work with you,
child.
man. He's bad, dog.
She just need a little guidance, man.
man,
Like,
sit your
don't.
ass down.
That's a petty reason to break
Man, I
up with
can't do
somebody.
what
I ain't
you
gonna
do, man.
lie.
This is too
How?
much, man.
Oh, why?
Your
Over
kids.
a
It's too
10-year-old?
fucking- your kid is
Over
too
a
fucking
10-year-old.
bad. Where's that?
Over
I
a
can't do this.
10-year-old.
Stick with
Over
my
a 10. Okay.
Dog, he bad. He
Right.
bad as
Okay,
fuck.
but that's not no reason to break up with nobody.
I can't do it no more, man.
So you gonna
No,
throw?
stop,
You
you
gonna?
don't figure out that, man. I'm done.
So you just gonna throw all these years down the drain?
I'm done.
He was ready to fight that
Yeah, he
kid.
was. He was ready
And
to-
I agree with him. Fuck them kids, bro.
Yeah. What do you feel about that as a woman? Like,
I absolutely feel like women don't take enough accountability for how you raising these little monsters, and you think people should just come in. She's like, oh, he just needs like, no, I don't have to be the father figure to this little demon. I would never raise my child like that. So why should he come in and have to feed, clothe, and take accountability for this? Look at him. Hell no.
And you're not
That's
even. It'd
Chucky.
be different if you was trying the mom herself was trying to
Correct.
instill. But she's over here like, what is he doing wrong?
She's pacifying. He'll be 18 years old.
Bro,
doing
your
this
son
shit.
just flipped me off twice, and you don't see a problem with that?
Nigga, no.
Come on, nigga, no.
He said, nigga, no.
At the end of the day, they're just dating at this point. That's not his father. He has no reason to stick around and parent
No.
that kid, especially if she's not backing him up.
No.
that's a crazy red flag in the beginning because it's like
Absolutely.
that's like, okay, if I do have a child with you, this is how you want to raise
Yeah.
your child. No, it's not
Absolutely.
gonna happen.
And
in
she
my
said he
household.
just needs some guidance. That's where you come in,
Right.
and then I'm coming in to help.
Guide his little ass in my room with his
Yeah,
belt.
with his belt, exactly.
As you gonna guide him to.
Nah.
All right, let's jump to this next one. This one kind of had me a little baffled.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what y'all think about it.
Have come out and been recognized as the first woman of color in the history of Delaware County Council.
Years ago, identifying as a cisgender white man, Ryan burst onto the scene fighting corruption and seeking fairness in local politics. You started to realize that you're actually a woman.
I've always felt something, and I wasn't quite sure what it was. And I've been hearing lately, in the last year or so, over and over, that only a woman knows what a woman is. I thought, well, I'm definitely feeling something, so this has got to be it.
You came out of 3 closets at once. Woman of color, lesbian.
The reason why I identify as the woman of color is because I have a Cherokee bloodline, Native American on both sides. What makes me the lesbian is the fact that I am come out and been recognized as the first woman of color in the history.
Oh my fuck. Oh shit, I low-key got a tear. Sneak, I'll let you start off with that.
I don't know what that was. The end.
Jazz?
He said that shit with a straight face.
Yes.
Like he was dead serious.
Bro, that's the guy he gotta be trolling, bro. Cause that dude that
That's
he's
how
talking
I
to,
feel. Like, I'm
that
just
dude he's
like,
talking to,
oh.
bro. He goes out and talks about that. They trolling, bro. He is not really. He's doing this on purpose.
I hope.
But it's
And
funny.
he got on a
No,
suit
that's
and a
why I'm
tie.
laughing.
Like it's not even like.
No, he's doing this on purpose.
Because I was like, yo.
Because the person that really thinks like that is not gonna go in there to talk to him. because the transgender community they want to kill him. So they're trolling. That's not real.
I feel like
That
it's
can't be.
Yeah, because I saw that. I said, hold on.
But I'm glad it happened because it's funny.
But this is how obnoxious it can be. That's the only thing about it. It's just like
that's how bad it is.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
What you got? What you got?
Well, I'm just saying, he said the name of his tribe.
He said Jeep Cherokee.
He said
Cherokee stick.
He said Cherokee. He said I have a Jeep Cherokee blood.
Yeah, Cherokee stick, nigga.
That's the most generic shit she said.
Cherokee stick.
Anytime somebody say they ended it, always go with Cherokee.
Playing. Yeah.
They don't never go with any other tribe. What's the other tribe?
Apache. Oh, nigga.
I'm Apache.
Oh my
We're the
god.
Pocahontas tribe.
Oh,
That's
right.
what I'm on.
So with that being said, we're laughing, funny, right? However,
if it's real,
that's what people.
No, people starting to do that.
And they don't see it as a mental illness
It's a
anymore.
sickness.
It used to be schizophrenic,
Mm-hmm.
but now
Right.
it's just they call it identity
Crisis, nigga.
or whatever.
What killed me is like, do people not realize that you cannot just choose what the fuck you want to be? As far as like
apparently
what you were born as. If you want to be a doctor or a fireman or what,
Correct.
that's cool. But you
they don't
can't
even allow that.
But you can't choose. Hey, I'm a man or I'm a woman. It ain't like your sperm is he swindles through and he got options. Let me pick this one, and
Right.
go to the ovaries. Like
Right.
no, it don't work like that. So I'm like,
I think it's just society playing God too much. And
That
now
part.
they're allowing it on different levels. And I think that was a joke personally, but that's how overt it really is.
yeah,
when
yeah.
people
Well, Obama thought that shit was cool. Now, hey, it'll
Obama
backfire.
wanted to get votes, nigga.
Yeah, he ain't voted his ass out. He got a vote to have a man as a wife. That's what he got voted.
Ain't not political. You gotta do what you gotta do if you want to get elected.
Michael, Michelle.
Bro, Biden thought it was gonna be cool to say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And he still won. He still won. Think about
Biden
that.
don't even fucking know his name at
Because
this
we want
point.
to get rid of Trump so bad. He said that on national television and still won.
I bet you regretting that shit.
Like, we were so focused, television, on getting Trump out of there, but we was not thinking about
And
it.
now because we didn't do this shit right, we finna get
Just like,
Trump
nigga, let's
right
just
back
take
in there.
Let's just take some presidencies off. Let's just have the office be vacant.
Yeah.
let's just take a break.
So let Congress do it.
They're doing it anyway.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's hop to this next one. I didn't get this. Someone sent this one to me. I haven't. They wanted me to talk about this. I haven't actually even seen it. Nah.
This is what happens whenever you ask a transgender activist to explain even the basic premise of the movement, is they'll immediately say, well, who cares? Why are you so obsessed with this? I'm not obsessed with this. I'm not the one who started sending men into the women's bathroom and taking away their trophies and castrating kids. I'm perfectly happy with the way things have worked for thousands of years. It is the transgender activists who are trying to upend everything. And so I think it is at least my right to ask the question, okay, what is the premise of your movement? But they always deflect from that. They always withdraw from the debate. They always try to change the subject because there is no answer. So you ask me, well, what's the purpose of, why do you even care? What's the purpose of knowing someone's biological sex? Well, for starters, because we have civil rights specifically for women in the United States. We have special bathrooms for women. We have special sports leagues for women. We have all sorts of special places and rights and privileges and that are for women that are not for men. So if now some men, people who at the very least appear to be men, are claiming a right to go into those women's bathrooms, then we either have to abolish all of the special rights and privileges that have existed for women for all of human history and are enshrined in our law, or they need to explain to me how those men are actually women. And they can't do the latter, and I'm not willing to do the former, and I don't think women across this country are willing to do the former, even if a few people have been so ideologically blinded that they would give into this kind of an absurdity. This is what
Beautifully said.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was well said to me.
Are y'all winning? I don't know.
And if you get down,
Yeah, you do.
But
Fuck, you do.
but when it come down, I mean, it would actually be more male or female because women and men are more or less, I guess, names you just put on top of what male and female actually, the male. Yeah. And so, I mean, I guess if they want to try to go that route, but it's like, when are we just going to like quit entertaining it though?
Right.
I think that's the bigger issue is that we're entertaining it so much that they're getting so much attention off of it. They're like, I think some of these people, not all, but some of these people, I even know a few in the LGBTQ, quite a few actually, as far as women, that have never even been with a male. Like say they can't even talk against being with a male because they never have. Like they were introduced in high school and seduced by a woman, and that was the first thing that they done sexually. So a lot of them don't even know what the male even does when, as far as intercourse or any of that stuff. Like they may have toys or whatever, but like they never actually had intimacy with an actual male. So like, I don't know, like.
See, that's where I'd want to dive. Okay, is there a history of sexual abuse?
That's where I was finna go. Like, and most of them, of course, I can't say names, get to their personal business. I know I've asked. I've asked because I know them personally like that. It's not like random people.
Okay.
And so the majority outside, 2 out of quite a few I know, are the only ones that have not had something happen in their past. So that kind of seems like that affects a lot of it, which is weird. And I can never speak from them because I don't know how that happens. You think when a boy get molested by a male, you would think he would never want to be touched by a male again, right?
Right.
But they'll end up being gay, or end up, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, I don't know how the mind works with that. I don't. So it's like when that happens, you kind of like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But even with that happening, being gay or being lesbian, it makes more of a sense because it's a feeling, opposed to someone changing who they were born as.
Correct.
To me, that's to the whole nother level of extreme.
Correct.
Like if a woman are attracted to a woman, she like women. Get it,
Yeah.
cool. If a man, I get it, you like men.
Right.
But transgender, I'll never get it, I'll never understand it, and I'll never accept it. That's just me personally. You can
And
be
it
mad,
can't be
I don't
explained,
care.
as he said. Like
Yeah.
when we're trying to get understanding and clarity.
It
on
ain't no- it's
there
nothing
is
you
none.
can't.
There's
It's
just
so
kind of
quick.
like,
Oh, it's none of your business. Why would you?
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, if you're trying to open up this dialogue, let's have a conversation about it. But you can't expect not to ask that question and
Right.
you deflect by
Right.
saying
Right.
it's none of my business or why would you care?
Right.
I'll just simply say, I respect you more if you say, I just can't explain it.
and we have to conform. It's become our
Yeah,
society.
yeah.
So we have to conform to your reality, and I just feel like it's just getting too.
Right, people literally lose jobs. Like if I was in corporate America and I just said I ain't gonna accept transgender, I might get fired.
Yeah.
But I'm not, so I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I think it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Who people who live like that, I don't have no respect for them. Me personally, gay, lesbian, totally different. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a feeling.
I can't say I don't have any respect for them.
I don't.
I just do not subscribe to that, and I don't feel like what your lifestyle is should affect me. So if I know you as a man, I shouldn't have to call you she for
Pronouns
you
and
to be
shit.
comfortable. I do have respect for everybody, everybody I encounter, unless they don't have respect for me. But it shouldn't be how I view you shouldn't affect who you are. And I think that's where my issue is. And that's what's putting that psychology in the minds of other people, which is confusing us more and more. And it's already tapped into the next generation where the kids are just advocating
That's
for it so
my
much.
problem because it's now
And
forcing
it's an
on
issue.
children. Like my son is going to school with a boy that goes into the women's bathroom. This is middle school. This is retarded. Like, cause let a boy go in to my 7-year-old daughter bathroom acting like he is a woman.
And that's how it's
I'm
gonna
going to
become.
beat the dog shit out of him. Like,
I think it's going to get close to it's
Not
already
happening.
getting close to
Why,
that.
somebody wanna
Because
cut that out?
they're
No, I
starting
keep
at 3
that on.
years old. Yeah.
Keep that on. Cause I ain't no threat. That's a promise. I wish you
Beat
would.
the shit out of a 7-year-old.
I ain't talking about a 7-year-old.
Yes, you are.
No, I said with my 7-year-old daughter, if it's no time,
gonna be 7 too.
no,
then.
it's no limit on the bathroom. If my daughter go to a public bathroom and use it, a man at whatever age can walk in
Oh,
there.
you talking about public? We talking about like she in
No.
school.
No, I'm just saying like it's a problem at it being
Clarify
in
that.
schools. You know what I'm saying?
So it is uncomfortable. So I had this experience. I went to the mall. I went into Victoria's Secret to try on bras. And there was a transgender that was working there. Fine, it was a male trying to be a woman. They had her working the dressing, or him, whatever.
Yeah.
Working the dressing room.
Yeah.
Right? So when I went back there, a lady is the one that let me in. I didn't see him at first. Somebody asked me if I was okay, if I needed help, and I was like, no, I'm good. So I kind of like opened the door, because they knocked, I kind of opened the door. Well, at that time, it was the transgender. And Aaliyah kind of was like, Mom, who, what? And I just said, shh. We'll talk about it. So I shut the door, got dressed. I was leaving. He stopped me. He was like, he was like, is everything okay? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna get this one. And he's like, do you need to be measured? I said, I've already been measured. He was like, no, but I measured different. So it was
Like,
kind of
yo.
like, I got uncomfortable because I felt like he was forcing me to let him
Touch you. Yeah.
And I could tell he was a man. He was an older man, but I could tell he was a man. And Aaliyah
Clear, my daughter can
and
tell.
my daughter, even though she was just, and I had to kind of tell her to be quiet at the time, because her first instinct was like, Mom, why is he back here? Why is he trying to touch on you? And I was like, you know what? At that point, I was like, this is way too much, because I don't mind him working at Victoria's Secret, but I do mind him back there while I don't have my bra on, trying to figure out what size bra.
And him trying to push, he does it different.
Yes.
The company has a set way of doing it. To where he shouldn't be any different. For him to say that means he's reaching.
Like, bro, you trying.
Yeah, and not only that, it's also probably he's seen that you had your, maybe he heard her kind of like say something, and it was just trying to put it out there. They're oh, you're not gonna let me help you? I do it different. What is that? Like, why are you even questioning? I told you I didn't need help. I didn't ask to be measured.
It
like,
sounded like he was trying to press you.
There
was an issue. It seemed like he knew.
And it was like, like he stepped it and was like, no, but I just want to make sure that you know, have it right, and that they did it right, because they probably don't really know what they were doing. I do it.
So in his head, he like, let me see if she'll let a transgender such as myself measure her, because I feel like she has a problem. And it's like, nigga.
But you know, that's what makes it so uncomfortable, because it's like we're forced.
Yes.
We're forced into it.
And check this, it's the, like, all the situations they've been showing, I've been seeing on social media, it's not the actual people who are really transitioning themselves to be the opposite sex. It's them people who are opposing to be that. Look like a straight dude but got earrings on and makeup. Or a straight woman that's got a hat on with a fake mustache. Like, I've been seeing, I'm like, yo, it's like the people who are using that to actually be perverted. Because
that's
it's like,
what I was about to say.
Because
I said, now y'all open up a whole
I feel like it's
door.
really, I feel like when it comes down to it, whether they look like a woman or a man to us or not,
I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But I really think mentally it's something in there that's like, I am this, so you need to accept me as what I am. And I think that's what she was getting, that feeling of like, you have to accept me. I don't think it's a fake lifestyle.
When it's real, like, you know the difference from a person that I would consider like a real transgender to a person who just posing.
No, I think they like, mentally in their mind, even if they look like fucking Al Bundy, mentally in their mind, they still believe.
Perverted ass dude. Think about these perverted ass guys that can pose as that and now easily get into that situation.
I want to be in a woman's dressing room at Victoria's Secret. I like looking at titties and ass all day. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to dress up like a woman, say I'm a woman, and I'm gonna go back there
and we can't do nothing about it.
I think the way that perversion is set up now, it's so much more. It's so much creepier that this is the new level. Like it's
that's crazy.
There's a difference between in
cross dressers, all that.
Opinion, actual people that are transitioning, they seem to be more sane in how they handle it. It's the people that are needing validation that I think are the biggest issues. They're the ones that it's like, no, like I am a woman. Treat me as a woman because I am a woman.
Right.
No, you're sitting here telling yourself that. And trying to get other people to believe or
people who are easily clocked.
Do y'all think
people who look more masculine?
Do y'all think y'all feed into that a little bit too? Because what I notice is like, especially like when I be in the neighborhood a lot, like a lot of dudes be out there like acting like over the top like a female.
Usually,
and the females be encouraging it. I'm like, bro, y'all need to stop doing that because y'all
it's basically like y'all are feeding into it. Y'all are enabling you.
We do.
And it's like now they thinking that they a female and nigga, and then it's gonna get to a point where it's like, oh bitch, I'm a female, but you're not. I'm telling you, that's what it's leading to.
And I'm telling you, it is because you gotta think with these sports and things that be involved. Where is these women rights women now? They have when
it's still niggas.
Think about things and think about leaps and bounds that women have gotten to for generations trying to get to. And now a man can go and just say, I'm a male and take that over?
We've been hushed into silence about it because if we say anything, you're being hateful or you're homophobic. And so that's like that. It's like
crazy, but it's true.
modern day how like white people don't want to be called a racist. Like they're like that's how it is for other people.
Like,
so
I
if you
turned
say
up-
anything against it,
Yeah. A dude tried to holler at me in the neighborhood, and I told him, I said, yeah, bro, I'm straight. He's like, oh, why you so homophobic? I said, bro, where the fuck did that come from? I just told you I'm straight. I have a girlfriend. Blah, 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 blah. That should just been the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm homophobic because I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Wait, how did he try to holler at you? What did he say?
First of all, that's not the point, Sneak.
What did he
You're talking
say?
about the wrong stuff.
No,
I don't know.
So how did you know he was hollering at you?
Because he said, I want to talk to you. I'm acting like I want to get your shirts, but I really want to talk to you. That's what he's
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I told him no, and I said, bro, I told him in a nice respectful way. I was like, oh, I got a girlfriend, bro. I'm straight. And all this type
and
of
you
stuff.
probably felt intimidated to even really kind of like not
I did,
intimidated, but it's
just
still
the
like
fact, yeah, it's just the fact that he went straight to me being homophobic,
Homophobic,
and I'm
yeah.
like, nigga, where the fuck did homophobic?
And then you got like dudes gotta low key. We gotta be careful on the way you turn them down because then all of a sudden you label
homophobic, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's
it's
like,
like, no. I mean, I can say for other people, but I personally don't give a shit. Like, I'm gonna say it. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if it hurts your feelings.
But he's a business owner.
Because you didn't care. I am too.
Oh yeah.
No, I get it, but in that position,
And
we can't really go off the deep end saying.
I couldn't
You
get
even
dudes.
talk-
You in the
what you talking about? You even say
There
the
be some
same
boycott
damn
outside
thing.
his shirts and everything.
Bro, you know how many times I done came to you with stories at deep end where I wanted to fuck a nigga up, be like, bro, you gotta be smart, you gotta calm down because nigga, you got your biz at the end of the day.
No.
People can fuck your shit up, so I gotta be more
I get
cautious
you.
out there.
No, you do. I don't work in the neighborhood, my boy. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying about
You're like-
Haitian
Also
business.
remember,
I gotta-
remember, you're choosing to work there because you
I
choose
am.
to work where.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a good money. Yeah, you should. And don't get me wrong. Gay people spend money.
Yeah, they do.
They like
And they
fashion.
a lot of them have a lot of
They
money.
like fashion. But it's like, I don't give a damn if you're gay or not. I don't
Right.
care.
But when I tell you I'm straight,
Yeah.
don't make me to be
Right.
out to be
Homophobic.
something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like because I won't agree with it and all of a sudden I'm something wrong. No. Like I don't agree with the shoes you got. I mean I hate you,
Like as
motherfucker.
much as we have women and men versus men conversations, like us disagreeing and stuff like that.
Don't
But
mean
I'm
hate.
not a misogynist.
Correct.
I don't hate women.
Yeah, like no.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Jazz, don't do that.
Absolutely love
Yeah,
one.
don't do that.
But here, let's jump to this next one.
We all self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. They taught us to hate ourselves and love their wealth. We hate the black family. They try to say black men hate black women. We don't hate black women. We just want one who will cooperate with us and actually just love us a little bit. Oh, y'all don't love yourselves. Yeah, because we come from women who beat you down because of their traumas. Oh, somebody put a trauma on them. A lot of them try to do what the fuck they wanted to do, and it ended up bad. And instead of saying, I did that bullshit, you don't got to do that, they encourage other women to do the bullshit too. We all self-conscious. I'm just...
Oh, I agree with that, but I'll let you start with the woman. Y'all go ahead with that. How you feel about that?
I agree. From what I've heard, there's a lot of women that like to bash men, bring them down, and I don't understand that. To where like I can't wait to love on a man and build him up and help him be the best self he can be.
Yes. That was a good answer. I like that. What you got?
I mean, yeah, I agree completely. I feel like it's a societal norm right now amongst black women to be in that space and black men to be in that space, and it's just further creating that wedge where we just can't get along because of it. But yeah, I agree with what he's saying.
I agree with it to an extent. And what I mean by that, like, yes, all that stuff is happening, but I blame men because we are allowing that stuff to happen. And so if men is going to be the quote unquote leaders, we have to start leading that direction. Like, we can't accept that from a woman because men are fighting for peace so bad that they'll accept that shit. So if a woman is nagging, being bitching, or talking down, and dudes just be like, man, I don't even want to deal with this right now. I'm gonna find a way to cope. But then it becomes a bigger problem later. And so that's where men have to stop it from the beginning and not accept that. And these women, they're entertaining you with it because you're entertained by it. So if we stop entertaining it, they'll stop entertaining us with it. So I agree with him on far as like, yeah, it's bullshit, and other women out here be encouraging the bullshit, and dudes gotta deal with past bullshit. But women gonna have to deal with your past bullshit too, to a lower degree, but they still will have to. So if we are, as men, leading in that area, I don't believe that'll become a bigger problem. I think that shit kind of fades itself out. That's just
sure. Boundaries need to be set from jump. No matter how uncomfortable it makes the person.
Right.
And men have a hard time doing that because we so bad. We want the pussy so bad.
Right?
Like we want it so bad that we willing just to go along with any and everything, let y'all do any and everything because y'all so fine. We just go along with any and everything. But that shit has to stop today. We gotta set boundaries. You do something, I gotta let you know about it ASAP.
Yeah.
Like real talk. And I don't care how comfortable it makes you. If you don't want to fuck with me no more, cool. That's cool.
Vice versa.
You know, and it's exactly vice versa when it comes to women. Like same thing. Y'all gotta set y'all boundaries from jump. If you a female, oh, you gotta pay for every motherfucking meal. Let that be known. Because if you tell me that, this our last fucking date.
Yeah,
good believe.
And I think that's just becoming an uncomfortable situation for most, especially guys, because we're looking we're expected to do a certain amount of things anyway. Like y'all have that expectation of us, and I think if men and women didn't have such these crazy expectations, nobody would be disappointed. We expecting if we pay for some shit, we getting the pussy. Women expecting if you ask us on a date, you're paying for
how many
it.
times?
Like,
how many times?
don't have no expectations.
Yeah, how many times we sat in the barbershop? We had this conversation so many times pertaining to women. We was on y'all side with this. If a woman get flued out, that does not mean that she has to fuck you. No. That is a nigga's dumb ass fault for flying a woman out thinking that she has to sleep with you. You're just stupid. You're dumb as hell.
Yeah,
to ever think that in life. You just got played.
Yeah,
seriously.
they getting Jordan Poole.
Like seriously. Bro, when I hear that, then, I flew the chick out because we used to see the videos all the time, dudes taking them back to the airport or something like that. I'm like, bro, what was your dumb ass do? If the chick really wanted to see you, she would fly herself out. That tells me something. That tells me that you're really into me. You want to come see me that bad. Because you're willing to fly yourself out. And you know what's going to happen? You fly yourself out to come see me, you probably got to pay for shit. And you staying with me, nigga, the sex going to come.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Guys big on like initiative. If you show initiative, like you take that one step, we like, oh, she pulled, like if a girl pulled out her purse like she's about to pay, dude gonna be like, oh shit, no, you good. Just for the fact that you did that, I got you, because most women won't even do it.
Don't tell them that, because that's a secret, because some gonna try to, disguise it and start doing that. Acting like it.
You right, edit that out.
Edit that out. So I'm gonna act like that, and I'm really not trying to, but it's gonna make
another
you
of
think.
these times when a woman does pull her purse out to pay, she does end up paying.
Oh yeah.
But hold up.
I call it bluff.
If you ask a man to go on a date, you should be willing to pay.
No, but I'm saying
No, let me finish. And if a man asks you, he should be willing to pay for it. Now, if that man is asking you on a date and you pull out and he lets you pay, you know the type of man you get in that date probably shouldn't last past then. You just learn however much that meal was to learn that guy. Keep it moving. Like, that's how I look at the situation. I don't even get mad on those type of situations.
We would give y'all 2 days.
I'm
The
not
third day, if you ain't even
when Dave initiated the date, because then that would, like you said, that would just unleash something. It would be too confusing. Where I will say that there's an issue with what we're talking about in this video is the fact that we have not adjusted to how society is now. And I think that's creating, like, we're all the 50-50 and the perspective of that is because life is more expensive now. Like, a home is more expensive now, and women work now where women didn't work before. And so I feel like these perspectives of a woman cooking, cleaning, and all this stuff came from the fact that women were homemakers and at one point in time, and we're no longer that. We're like career oriented.
I'm gonna stop.
I mean, that ain't happened since.
So hold on, there was a video I sent you that I said this one has to be played. What she's talking about, that would be a good time to play it, because when you're saying like, oh, the 50-50 thing, niggas didn't give a fuck about 50-50 until I showed him that video and the dude explained it perfectly. We don't give a fuck. Like,
no, what I'm saying is that the expectations are back from a time that we don't live in. That the expectations, when men pay for all the dates and stuff like that and all the courting, that's kind of like an old school mentality. Now, for us to go out and enjoy, if you really like someone, like you said, like women now, show me a little initiative. Fly yourself out. Do a little bit more so that we can really get to know each other and vet out the system. It requires both parties to be kind of throwing initiative out there. Do we want the man to have more initiative? Yes. I feel like, and we can do it in different ways. But from a financial perspective, most women do want to see that you're okay with provision.
Okay.
You know what?
Let's see real quick.
Let's see this.
This is the last video.
Last video.
Money is for us. Your money is for you. A nigga get a bag. I'm like, I want a family, I want a house, I want 2 dogs and a picket fence, I want to have the most beautiful woman I can, and I want to live happily ever after as a family. We get our money to really share it. Women get their money to be like, fuck these niggas, I don't got to deal with this shit, I make my own money.
My marriage, my husband, he took care of everything as far as the
Shouts out to
household
that
was
brother. Shouts out to that
concerned.
brother.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sound like you never left.
When it came to, I did leave him. But when it came to certain things, like if we wanted to start a business, I was saving my money. So when we wanted to start a business, I invested. If we went on vacation,
The business
with
that you
kids,
now own, right?
The business that I own, and he owns one.
So, no, the business that you own now,
One is mine and one is his.
but you still own your business.
Yeah, I own my business.
Your money is for you, queen. That ugly money.
How is my money for me when he still got his business?
Because if that nigga name is not on that damn tax business, then goddamn it, the money was for you. It's your business.
He got the trucking business.
Okay, but I understand that. But
That
your
I
money
invested in.
Your money is still for you, though. You own the business. If I'm paying these bills for 10 years and we married and I just stayed down and you just stacked your bread up, right? So we can invest in some businesses together. And at the end of the day, you ain't had to pay no bills for 10 years, and you mean to tell me I get this little business that I get, and you gonna take your business? Your money was for you. Then why not? I should get a piece of that too.
How is my money just for me when he got to walk away with the truck?
Because my money was for us when I was paying them bills from 10 years we was married.
That make no sense.
That does make all the sense in the world. I make
No, it doesn't.
Do I make it sense?
You never let me.
I make it sense.
He's so irritated.
I agree with him.
But it's funny. But after that,
Okay.
that's where the 50-50 mindset came from dudes. We didn't care. But once females started opening their mouth and expressing, oh yeah, I got a job, I'm working, my money, but my man pay for this, it's like, oh, niggas start thinking, oh, you think I'm gonna do the fool?
This is true.
Oh, you think I'm gonna do the fool? So all the money I'm spending is going towards us, but everything that you're making is staying towards you. So when you ever do decide to leave me, you got your bread, and then you gonna try to take half of mine, bitch. Fuck you, 50-50.
Okay. But see, that's where the mentality of we're not working towards the future comes in. Because if you're thinking about the end game from jump, how can you have a success?
It ain't about thinking about the end game. Hold on.
That is actually what I'm saying. We have not shifted our perspective to where we're at today. We're still in our grandparents' mindset when that's not the reality. Divorce is on the rise. Life is expensive, and we had to work together, and we didn't have to work together back then.
Why divorce on the rise?
Good question, man, 'cause I was about to ask
Men paying and sustaining the household came from a time when women stayed in the house, where they were stay-at-home moms. If I'm no longer a stay-at-home mom and I have to go to work 7-8 hours, then come home, take care of the kids, help them with homework, and do all these different things like that, there's a perspective that I shouldn't have to have all these other duties, these domestic duties on my plate. We should come together and make it work for the household.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're
So we
saying.
have to now shift to the time frame that we're in, because in order to sustain our lifestyle, now a home is way more expensive than what our great grandparents. They were spending $40,000 per house. Now we're paying 10 times that. So we have to then come together as a structure, as a family unit, and we don't know how to do that because we have a mindset that, oh, that nigga not paying your bills. Well, no, he can't really afford to pay your bills.
But then it also goes back to the fact of with how you're raised, and a lot of kids are being raised in single parent households, particularly the mother,
right,
who is teaching daughters
right
to not have to depend on a man. Fathers do it too. Fathers do it as well. So I'm not even negating them, but don't be dependent on a man. Don't ever let a man. Don't be dependent. And it's like, okay. So you teaching her not to be dependent, so she gonna go out, she gonna go to school, she gonna get her job, she gonna be making her money, but you want me to spend all of mine.
Well, the reason why that is the way that it is because what he's saying is that society has programmed us in a way that women need to marry for provision. That's how it's been since the Bible days. You marry for provision. You leave your parents' household. You're helping them. You're farming and doing all that shit. When you get married to a man, that man has to give something to your family for taking you out the home, and then you come and take care of his home. So we have a mindset that we're marrying for provision. We're no longer marrying for provision. That's why if a woman can set herself up, she's like, I don't need no man.
But the problem of that is that these homes are not being sustained, and it ain't.
No.
And let's go from. I looked up the numbers from. It was like from 71. I think it was 96.
Okay.
It was like only a 15% divorce rate in the black community.
Mhm.
It was from 99 to now.
Mhm.
It is moving up. It was like 60 some, but now we're at 85.
Mhm.
85% divorce rate,
Mhm.
and that was when, if you notice, that's
Social
when
media?
social media.
Yeah, that's
and then
what I think.
also they're looking at these women that doesn't have good examples. They jump into the bag and things like that. And a lot of these women don't even know that these women aren't even getting that. These men are paying for these trips. These women don't even got this. I know some of these women personally that act like they got everything and don't even have a car. And that person knows what I'm talking about. Like, don't even have a car, but she acting like she's this bad bitch who got a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, we gonna keep it 100. But
he's so wrong.
I ain't gonna say her name, but she know who I'm talking about. So when she watch this shit, know what I'm talking about. I keep it 100 across the board. But that's what's being fucked up about this shit, because now these women are still wanting these traditional men, but they're not traditional women. So it's like, you want a man to do this and pay for this and do that, but you ain't cooking, you ain't cleaning, you ain't fucking.
We're not adjusting to the times that we live in, and we have a perspective that we should be provided for when that's not the times that we live in. That we haven't
because
adjusted yet.
there is no.
And men haven't either, because they still want women to be cooking, cleaning, doing all this shit when they work. And so men haven't
But see,
either.
the
We
key
haven't
word
adjusted
is
to the
when
time.
they work.
No. You're
That
when women work,
Okay.
they still want women to be doing this, that, and the third. They want them to be cooking, taking care of the kids.
Men gonna tell you what they want, sweetheart. 100%.
If you want to work, cool. If you don't want to work,
Okay, but the reality of it is, domestically, women are going to make sure they have a higher standard of how clean the house is. They have a higher standard of taking care of the kids. They have a higher standard. Most of the time, kids cling to their mothers more. So, did you get the baby back? I got to do this. I got to do that. Most of the time, women take on more responsibility in the household.
Maintenance, making sure the proper
Women
tax
take on more responsibility.
I think at the end of the day,
everything falls on the man, no matter what.
I think it all comes down to communication. When you're in a relationship, it's communicating. Hey, can you get the kids tonight? It's, hey, I didn't have time to get the oil change. Take my car tomorrow. I'll take your car. Like, just everything needs to come down and be a discussion.
Right. We are a team. We are a team.
Yeah.
So we are here to help each other. So if you know that you know my work schedule, I know your work schedule. If I know that you had the day off all goddamn day and I've been at work all damn day, do I probably expect to come home to a hot meal? I probably would. Am I just necessarily just throwing that on you? No, because you can order a pizza and I'll still be cool.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, this generation of women, and it's not even be disrespectful, but they don't listen. And,
I can agree to that.
And me and my wife, we were having a discussion about that. A man is looked at, and as God's creatures, and God's made the highest man a disciple. What? And a disciple is to do what? To teach. So in order to teach, you have to be able to have someone that listens.
Okay.
So that we can't even teach and provide for our women if our woman is not willing to listen to us. So if a woman ain't listening to you, she for the streets. Because if I'm supposed to be the head of my household and I cannot teach my woman how to love me, how to provide for me, because she's supposed to be my helpmate. Men are going to tell you how they want it. You don't necessarily have to cook a gourmet meal. This nigga may say order a Burger King. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like a man may tell you, like we were talking about this earlier, like women are doing things for men that men are not asking for. And that's what's happening in a lot of these households. Y'all are competing with each other and not with men. Men don't say I want a BBL. Men don't say I want eyelashes to fly off. I don't want no Sharpies as eyebrow. We don't need all that. But women are going to get that thinking that's going to keep the man. Men didn't ask for it in the beginning.
They show care.
So it's like, listen to what a man's telling you. He's going to tell you how to keep him. So just listen to him. And I think that's where social media is killing us, because what these women are listening to are these women who do not have a man.
Cardi B, who said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. And then they got a video of her cooking, cleaning.
Right?
Shut the fuck.
That's all an illusion.
It's illusion.
Niggas do it all the time.
It's
too.
an illusion. I don't disagree
Niggas
with that.
do it all.
I don't disagree with
that's
that.
Because
I
even
don't
her
disagree.
exposing the fact that she's doing it, you have to be smart enough. Even like
To know.
Carisha, she
That's what I'm
supported
saying,
P. Diddy,
No,
JT. You know, she got her man. She's sitting up quiet in her little penthouse
Right.
with her little ugly little man. I mean, you just got to know how it goes. You got to be able to.
What up, what? What up, what, Jay? Say it louder.
Her man.
No.
She don't.
Man.
But I'm just saying, you have to be able to take the meat and leave the bones from the situation. So don't
I
don't
agree.
get into this
No.
society
I agree.
shit. Don't get into this Instagram. Instagram is a visual representation of everything I want
Not
you
at
to see
all.
about
Like
it.
you said, that's an illusion, right?
Absolutely.
I completely agree with you. That is definitely an illusion. If
But it's fucking some people's minds
A
up.
lot of
It's
people.
fucking some
Exactly, because
people's
some
minds
people, we know that's an
And it-
illusion.
and that's
but
where the
other
gap
niggas
is.
are sitting there like, oh yeah, bitch. So you telling me I can get a nigga, a rich nigga, and I ain't gotta cook, I ain't gotta clean, I still get a ring?
Yeah.
See, because that's
And those be the hoes that don't got no car.
that part.
Damn,
That
that's
part.
the first time we actually been on.
Hey, but
Okay.
we had this little conversation in a barbershop, but where like I think if that society thing, women has to understand that more women like yourself need to be the ones on social media vocal because a lot of women are getting married for all the wrong reasons.
Well, just like you said, women don't listen, right?
Right.
If I put myself on a platform saying we should do this, and this, they ain't gonna listen to that.
Oh, they're not.
So
Oh, they're
there's
gonna
no
come for
reason-
you.
I
A
can
women
only
of stature,
communicate
I feel like that. A women of their
and I-
stature in their mind.
And I open myself up to those
Right.
women on a personal level.
Do you think if Beyonce was to do that, and everybody would?
Yeah, they would.
Hell
listen.
yeah, they
because
would.
because the women, like, I mean, you got to think about it. They're gonna make it an audio. Positive women are gonna take positive information and put that out there. But like, if I post something, that's why I really don't talk about my relationship. There's certain things I do not open myself up to because it's always gonna be someone will say, "Girl, but you know, niggas gonna do it." They're gonna speak to their experience.
Oh, yeah,
so it's like,
definitely, yeah.
why even tell you about this? Because you're gonna
Right.
find a
And
way
you
to
know
find a
what? And you know
loophole
what
and say,
you gonna do?
he ain't really like that.
Show
This ain't really happening.
Show them the Super Bowl.
Oh, I have to
that.
prove- I don't
Oh, no,
have
you
to
ain't gotta
prove
prove
shit.
nothing. No, that's what I'm saying. It's not
Yeah.
a proving shit. It's just a flex. It's like, oh, you ain't gotta listen to me, but
But they're gonna have those cognitive distortions
Right.
from their mother and their grandmother's
It's cool.
mother that say all men do this and all men.
Right.
They're gonna keep
That's
you from
what's
believing,
fucking
so
them
it's
up.
no reason.
and that's
to
why
Because
it's
these
live
women-
dog, die alone.
Yeah, but they looking at us as dog because they don't understand that's why y'all getting fucked and not getting wifed.
Right.
Because niggas is looking at you, I get some pussy from you, but I'm not putting
I'm
no
gonna marry
ring on
you.
I'm not marrying you because your whole mindset is completely off because men are figuring out now that marriage is becoming the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like where it's ending. Oh, I got on Instagram, I got these pics, cool, the whole ceremony.
Ceremony.
Oh, now I'm done.
All the bitches is jealous of me.
But men, our conversations like,
Bro, I got
and we talk about, yo, it's time to retire the jersey. That's like a thing for retire the jersey because you know, like, nigga, this the end.
Let me get my boogie on it.
So we're marrying thinking that we gotta die with you. You know what I'm saying? Look, oh, you
Let me
Jimmy.
get my boogie on as a free man.
Yeah, one more time.
My last time.
That last time. So
Yeah.
we get married like, yo, this is it for us.
Yeah.
Women are getting married like, oh, that's the goal. We're done once we get married.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of your life.
How many girls use I've been married as a flex? Like, they're not married no more. They're like, girl, I had a husband. Keyword, hey. That's not a fucking
Right.
flex.
Ain't no flex.
Shut your dumb ass
Like
down.
but then niggas at the same time, if you don't see a man doing those leadership qualities, then throw him away in the beginning. Because you're going to end up divorced from that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think both parties just need to read the signs. You know what I'm saying? And not try to keep going and think they're going to be able to change that person. I know a lot. I hear that a lot. Oh, I can change him. Oh, I can mold him. Good luck. Like,
no, bitch, we changing your insides out as well. We
Right.
doing an oil change.
yeah, we looking for a whole nother different change. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all today. It was a good show. We stayed on longer
Fireworks like that.
than we
That's
thought.
impressive. Like, bro.
What's that?
This is actually like we
we
there's no fireworks. It was actually
was.
thinking.
It was.
You in LAT1?
Hold on, real quick. Guys, give me love.
You in
Come on, give me love. Come on.
These how to get love.
Come on, give me love.
Okay, she wants
Hey, sometime you gotta get group love and group hugs. I'll be there. We out.
Jax wants to be like 10.
Yeah.